Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Shuffle Podcast. This is episode 93. We're Read a Cook a Shuffle, guys. I'm Joe.
I have something in my eye. And I'm Dave.
And I'm Sara.
I thought you were just going to go for it, Sarah. I thought you were just going to cut him off. And
No, I was trying to let Dave
that's what
say
I
his
thought
name.
she was going to do.
Yeah.
And I was
Sorry.
like, okay, she's not saying anything, so I'll just say my name.
Yeah. Sarah, how was your birthday party?
Oh, it was so fun.
Okay.
Also,
are you drinking a White Claw with a straw?
Yeah, so these are actually straws that I bought for my birthday. And I've just continued to use them.
What kind of White Claw?
Because you like Christmas so much.
Yes, literally because I like Christmas so much. Yeah. So I was using them they were there for like mixed drinks in my red and green solo cups that I purchased, or actually those were given to me by my best friend's aunt and uncle. But yeah, everybody knew about my Christmas party and it was great.
Okay.
So I've just continued to use the straws. So the main event was supposed to be Saturday, which it was. We still had the party on Saturday. But it did in fact rain. Which was a little disappointing.
Ooh.
But I had convinced my mom that we needed to decorate the whole house for Christmas. So the whole inside of my house was also decorated. So it was a smooth transition from outside. The only thing she wouldn't let me do was bring the Christmas tree down.
I was
from
just going to ask, was the Christmas tree up? Or?
So I really, really, really wanted the Christmas tree, but my mom said if it comes down, it's not going back up until after Christmas. And I said, well, I have no problem with that.
Right.
But she did. So we did not bring the Christmas tree down, but I did bring down nearly all of our other Christmas decorations, which is a lot.
That is too much work.
But let me tell you about Saturday morning. I was not.
Okay.
Wait, so the party was Friday night?
Saturday. Me and my friends went out to the bar on Friday.
Right. Okay.
Which is not my shining moment. I didn't run away this time. I stayed with my friends. Oh yeah.
Yes.
We're gonna have to start keeping a tally of who throws up more, you or Dave.
Big time. Okay, so I'll paint the picture for you.
Okay.
Friday, I'm working from home. Because my one roommate from Massachusetts was coming earlier in the day. So I was like, I'll just work from home. I'll be home when she gets here. Kira gets there. We're just hanging out. I finished the work day. Sarah Kelly, my roommate from Long Island, who dates my friend from home, Nappy, they came over when Nappy was done. So,
what's home Nappy? Is that like a place?
My friend Nappy.
Friend from home.
My friend from home, Nappy.
You fucking idiot.
It sounded all so quick. It was like, I just heard friend home Nappy, and I was like, wait, what?
No,
Nappy.
she dates my friend from home, Nappy.
Okay.
So she goes to Nappy and I literally live 2 minutes away from each other. So she goes there, and when he's done with work, they come over. We get dinner, which I will clue you in because of how miserable it was for me later in the evening. We got sushi for dinner.
Ooh.
Okay.
Do not eat seafood before drinking.
Well, I don't eat seafood sushi. I eat vegetable sushi. So I got sweet potato rolls and broccoli with garlic sauce. That was what I decided.
I bet the
that
garlic
I was gonna
sauce
have.
was great coming back up.
Oh, wonderful. So we then get ready. We go to the bar. So it's like 10 by the time we get there. My other friends meet us at the bar, and my best friend meets us at the bar. So there's like 8 of us. Well, I have already had about 4 White Claws before I left the house. One of which was a tall boy. So that's like 5.
I didn't know they made tall White Claws.
Yeah. So is there a reason for this pregame at your house? Or were you just casually drinking?
We were just casually drinking while we were getting ready. And then
I feel like the reason for any pregame is that so you don't spend as much money at the bar.
Hopefully. But
that's the goal. Yeah.
It seems like we're about
How much money could you have spent at your birthday celebration?
I don't. Well, we'll get there because it's part of the story.
Okay.
So, we get there, and immediately shots were happening.
What kind?
Immediately. So, I'm a big tequila gal, which I'll get into later. Big tequila gal, but
Disgusting.
my second go-to is a green tea shot.
Also disgusting. Both disgusting
Crushes.
shots. Don't ever have them.
Crushes. My roommate the previous week had gotten white tea shots, so she was insistent that that's what we drink this night. So I was like, whatever, fine. It's raspberry vodka instead of Jameson is in the white tea shot.
Ooh.
Instantly, round of shots.
I can't do Jameson
Instantly.
anymore. I think I just threw up in my mouth.
Instantly, vodka cran at the same time.
Oh, vodka cran. Now
right
that
with the vodka
crushes.
can.
That slaps.
Crushes. That's my go-to bar drink for sure.
Vodka cran is so good. Tastes like juice.
Yes. That's drink 2 at the bar. We go upstairs, shots again. My roommates are like, we're going again. And I was like, okay, fine. No worries. We do that. We hang out for a little while. I'm still crushing the same singular vodka cran. My best friend gets there. I go, I'm buying everybody shots. I said, I love all of you people. I bought every single one of my friends standing there a shot.
Okay.
So now my card, I have opened a tab.
Oh, that's dangerous. Yeah.
So we're at three White Claws, a tall boy White Claw, a shot or 2 shots.
3 shots.
Oh yeah, you're buying the 3rd shot right now.
So 3 shots, and you're still sipping the vodka cran.
You're still sipping the vodka
Ordered the
cran.
second vodka cran with the round of shots that I purchased.
Okay.
So the lady hands me my card. So the lady hands me my card back and I'm like, no, just keep a tab open. She goes, okay, I'll let you know what I just charged, $45. I said, okay,
Pocket change.
fine by me.
I think I just threw up again.
For 8 shots and a vodka cran, I was like, okay, fine by me.
Yeah, that's
I
$5 a drink.
I would just never do that because I'll buy my own drinks.
Whatever. I was like, no worries. So then we're hanging out, we're doing whatever. The shots have seemed to have stopped. So then I bought the shots when my other friends got there. I then proceeded to go up when my best friend got there. And she was like, I need a drink. I was like, my tab's open. Just put it on my card.
Just put it on my tab.
So I go back up and get my 3rd vodka cran and I buy Jess her beer. So we're doing whatever. You think I remember?
Just wondering.
I don't know. You seem to remember this much.
Yeah, I figured maybe it was early enough in the night that you remembered still, but
yeah. So we're hanging out doing whatever. I think I took another shot. I think I was purchased another shot and given it to me. I definitely had gone back up with Jess again and gotten her another beer and me another.
So now we're starting to get fuzzy somewhere around 5 shots.
5 shots, 3 White Claws, a tall boy, and 2 vodka crans.
No, this is where this is me getting my 4th vodka cran.
I missed 2. I missed 2 of them somewhere.
So now I'm like, I want to hear songs that I want to hear. So now this is where we get into
Were you putting requests in at the bar?
There was a DJ.
Oh, okay.
So I was going up to the DJ.
He probably hated you.
Yeah.
I only wanted to hear one song, and I went up probably, I was thinking it was an hour, but it was probably only 5 minutes.
Was it All I Want for Christmas Is You?
It's my birthday. Please, please, please play Old Thing Back or T-Pain or if you want Christmas music. He goes, I'm not playing Christmas music.
The man is sane.
I then proceed to type, but my birthday party tomorrow is Christmas themed.
Wait. Why are you typing this?
Yeah, fucking talk to the guy.
Because I didn't want to yell. So I figured
he probably thought you were mute.
So you wrote it down and then gave the phone to him and then he gave it back?
Yeah.
Was he talking to you or did he also type his response?
He's speaking to me.
Yeah, okay.
I've never seen that.
So he didn't think you were full Helen Keller. He just thought you were mute.
And then he asked
That's inappropriate.
me,
I'm sorry.
he asked me, what's your name? And I write, Sarah. And then he proceeded to tell the whole bar that it was my birthday. So that was pretty fun.
Even though technically it was no longer your birthday.
No, my birthday had come and gone. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I was still celebrating my birthday.
Much like all the men in that bar. They have come and gone.
I had, so now I had only a little bit of my drink left, and I had to go pee. And I was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna.
I mean, hey, you've made it this far without peeing. I'm proud.
Thank you. But see, here was my downfall. I then went pee once, and then had to proceed to pee every 5 seconds.
Every 5 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, but then I didn't want to put my drink down, and I didn't want to bring it into the bathroom. And I asked Kira to watch my drink. She goes, "Just chug it," and I said, "Okay." So I chugged the rest of it. So this is all now over like a, let me see, 3.5 hour span. We didn't stay very long because we were trying to not be incapable for Saturday, which was supposed to be like.
Did the DJ play a song for you?
Yeah. Yes, he played Old Thing Back.
Okay.
Which is like I love that song. I don't know if you've ever heard it. Probably can't play it on the podcast because it would get taken down.
Copyright,
Copyright. So I'll play it for you after. But I love that song. And my roommate, I used to play it so much at school that my roommates told me that I could only play it once every time that we would go out because I was insistent that it be played the entire time. And
you're one of those people.
Just with this song. But so now it's like 12:45, and I gotta find the text messages. So my one friend Kelly had come with my other friend Emma and Kelly's boyfriend Alex. Upstairs was too loud for them, so they went downstairs.
What are they, 90?
Kind of, Kelly. Kelly, I love you, but she owns it too. She owns it.
Kelly.
So
get the fuck over it.
Okay. So then I decided to try. So at 11:43, I texted Kelly and I said, "Did you leave?" She goes, "No, I'm outside." My answer was Sara with an H. Sara, me, leave at 1. I was trying to convince everybody to stay until 1 o'clock. They were not having it. Everybody kind of wanted to go home, and I was like, okay. Then she says, English, I don't think I could make it till 1. So now this is a conversation that I do not remember. Kelly proceeded to text Nappy and say, tell Sara to answer me in English. I just wanted to leave, but didn't want to leave without saying goodbye. Nappy then proceeds to come over to me and says, okay, text Kelly that you're fine, that she can leave, or that we're all going to leave. Speak English to Kelly. And I was like, okay. My response, Bobby 12. BIBBI 12.
BIBBI
12.
12.
And Nappy goes, what did we just talk about? I told you to say something in English. And I was like, well, we're leaving, so we'll just go downstairs. So we proceed to go downstairs. Now, I don't know if either of you know anything about yoga, but
I'm not a big fan of dairy. Sorry.
Joe, no.
That was funny.
No, it wasn't.
I think that was fucking. I make that joke every time I hear about yoga, and it's great every time.
It doesn't even sound like yogurt.
Yes, it does. They start the exact same way.
Yeah, but I just shit.
Well, yogurt will do that to you.
Oh my god.
No, I don't do. I know about yoga. I don't do yoga.
So my mom is in classes to become a yoga teacher. So I do yoga
really
with my
just doing
mom.
It all, isn't she?
Yes, she really does. Really is just an outstanding human being.
Yeah, I know the warrior pose. What is that?
Yeah.
mean?
Well, as we were leaving the bar, so I do yoga with my mom every morning. And she like teaches me like the classes and through her flow of what she's learning. So in my inebriated state leaving the bar, I decided that I wanted to do yoga poses in the middle of the road. So I'm doing forward folds, which if it's basically just like a rag doll, you just fall over, you just bend over. I'm doing them in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
Nappy is like, stop. And I'm saying forward fold as I'm doing it. Stop forward folding. Get in the car. And Kelly goes, I'm hearing all of this the next day because this gone. Sara does not remember. I remember doing the forward folds. I don't remember my friends yelling.
The miracle that you didn't forward fold and then just eat the over. Ground. Yeah.
Well, so Kelly is talking to Nappy and is like, I don't know if I can leave, dude. She's like forward folding in the middle of the road. Like I feel a little concerned. And her boyfriend, who I adore, goes, dude, it's her birthday. Let her forward fold if she wants to. And Sara Kelly is screaming, get your ass in the car. Stop forward folding. Okay, now this is where I need to break out the pictures of this part of the story. So now we're in the car and I need to be crystal clear that I was perfectly fine until I got into the car.
I don't think you were perfectly fine to anybody else's standards besides your own.
But I wasn't sick feeling.
Yeah, well, the forward folding will do that to you. It'll activate the stomach.
Until I sat in the car and we started moving and I felt
that's what happened to me. You heard the story about my were you on the podcast when I talked about my birthday party?
No, but I remember listening to it.
Yeah, okay. So like I was fine until I got in the car.
Yeah. So I was really just, living my best life at the bar, having a great time, convinced everybody that it was my birthday that day until I got in the car. So
was this an Uber or was somebody driving?
No, Nappy was on call for work. So Nappy was our DD. So I convinced Nappy that I need Wendy's.
Oh, that's so hard.
Need Wendy's is what I convinced.
It.
I convinced Nappy that I need Wendy's. And usually Nappy has DD'd for us a lot in the past. The like token guy friend in an all-girl friend group? That's Nappy.
Yeah, I am that guy.
Yeah. So, and that's my friend Jarrett when we're at school. So
you say, I'm sorry, what was the name?
Jarrett at school.
Jarrett. Not Jared.
With a T.
Jarrett.
Yes.
Fucking
he's from Connecticut.
Fucking Connecticut.
So I've tried to convince Nappy to take us to Wendy's other times. He's not having it. Yeah. This time I convinced Nappy I need it. It's my birthday. Yeah. I need Wendy's.
I don't think he thought you needed it. I think he was like, it's her birthday, fine.
I was like, okay, we'll go to Wendy's. We're about 4 minutes away from my house. I go, Nappy, you need to pull the car over right now. And Sara Kelly goes, oh no. I said, Nappy, right this second, because I am not going to make it to the house or to the Wendy's parking lot right this second. Nappy whips next to the BP gas station. and there is my sushi.
Can you zoom in on that, please?
There is my sushi that I had before.
Oh, wow. That's like still like solid.
Yeah. Apparently, I don't really remember throwing up, but my roommate told me that it was a lot.
Yeah.
She goes, yeah, I saw the sushi and the Dr. Grants. I was like, oh, good. So then I get back in the car and I go, well, I still want Wendy's.
Of course. Now you feel good.
No, I said, I still want Wendy's, but Nappy, I can't go with you. You need to drive me home.
And then go get me Wendy's.
If he does this, he's his true friend.
Nappy drops me and Kira off at my house. I strip all of my clothes off. I'm in a t-shirt and I'm hugging the toilet, sitting there. 15 minutes later, Nappy with my Wendy's right to the door. I then fell asleep on the toilet, hugging my friend. And then, there's a picture of that as well.
I think nice.
And then I crawled to the couch, not even to my bed, crawled to the couch and slept there for the evening. And then woke up and felt so sick and had to go out and do all of these errands for my party. And this is what I left the house looking like. In the bagel store in my town, where I saw easily 15 people that I knew. I had to then go to the liquor store where they were having a wine tasting, and my roommates were like, just drink it, you'll feel better.
Oh God.
Hair of the dog.
You got some dumb friends.
I went out in those Christmas shorts to
like a ragamuffin.
To the bagel store, the dollar store, CVS, and the liquor store, and Starbucks.
Damn. You let people in
I was
Starbucks see you that way?
Yes. And I was supposed to go to the grocery store, but my friend Kelly was like, do you need any help today? I go, listen, I'm going to enlist every favor that I possibly, and I'm not someone that like asks people to like do 800 things for me. I tend to do them all myself. So I was like, Kelly, here's my shopping list. Please go to the grocery store for me. She goes, yeah, no worries. I then had to proceed to make Jello shots, hungover out of my mind.
Those Jello shots could have been extra strong.
They were very good. They crushed for sure.
They crashed.
But then,
so 2 questions I have before you continue. One, are masks like mandated in New Jersey?
To be quite honest with you, I really don't know the answer. I'm fully vaxxed, but I continue to wear my mask like when I'm indoors or like, so like when we went into the bar, I wore my mask, but then like once I was upstairs, like I didn't really wear it. But like into the bagel store, like I don't have to wear it. Like, so I guess it's not mandated because they're just like strongly encouraging it still. So I just continue to wear my mask. Makes me feel better.
And then I don't know what the second question. It wasn't a second question. It was just a statement that when you showed your picture of you hugging the toilet, I remembered. Joe, I think you were there for this when I threw up at Tyler's house and I was just laying next to
the tree.
I was next to a tree and I was just passed out in his bathroom at one point too. Like, and him and Katie took a picture of me just like dead on the floor. Yeah. Always has to be pictures.
There's always got to. If there's no pictures, did it really ever happen?
Right. Because
I honestly, I don't think there's any pictures. There might be, but I don't have them of the time in college when I drank a whole bottle of vodka in my friend's dorm room and fucking died. I don't know if there's any pictures, but I want there to be because I don't remember that night. I only remember what they told me.
There's this picture of me that floats around from my sophomore year of college.
Yeah, there's got to be. I always want to find a timeline after like a day or like a weekend of drinking. It's like I want to find like texts, pictures, and hear what other people had to say. Of what
the disposable was widely used both nights, so I can only imagine the pictures that are on my disposable camera of me throwing up on the side of the road and passed out in my bathroom.
Yeah,
how much is a disposable camera?
So the actual disposable throwaway ones, they're like $25, and then to get them developed, they're another $25. But what I did was I purchased a reusable one, so I just have to buy film, and then I get a pack of film with 3 rolls with 36 pictures on each roll for $23, and then to get each roll developed, it's $23. So it's still kind of expensive, but I think it's super fun, and I couldn't tell you anything that's on any of those.
Now I have a question.
Okay.
Do you think you have a problem?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
With what?
Drinking.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I rarely ever end up like that. Ever.
Listen, you say that, but really we've only ever heard from the two of you time and time again of stories of you both drinking way too much and throwing up. So I'm just saying the listeners and watchers of this podcast may start to believe that there is a drinking problem.
Joe, what were you like 3 years ago? In college, huh?
Oh, in college, I was a fucking disaster. In college, I don't know if I've ever told anybody this, and this is something I've kept fairly secret since it happened. But that after that time of me drinking a whole bottle of vodka and dying in my friend's dorm, I had to have, so like I didn't get in any trouble. Nobody got in any trouble because we had like at Oswego, they've got like the Good Samaritan policy where if somebody's life is in danger and you have to call an ambulance for them, which an ambulance was called for me. If you have to call, it doesn't matter if I didn't go anywhere, Dave. I was fine. Like,
yeah, but Dave, has an ambulance ever been called for you?
I didn't need to go anywhere. They were just like, he's not fine, but I was fine.
So if we're gonna get questioned, I'm gonna give the question right back to you, Joe.
I was fine. They did not need to call the ambulance. I would have been fine. But anyways, so they got like they called somebody, and of course, once that call is made, the RA knows, then the dorm, like, what's the word I'm thinking of? The person who's in charge of the whole building, the whole dorm.
Whoever that is.
Yeah.
The area coordinator.
Something like this. It's something like that. It's regardless, they get notified. So like everybody's fucking finding out about this shit. Again, they didn't need to be called, but we got in no trouble because they were called. And I was underage at the time. So like we couldn't get in any trouble because of the Good Samaritan policy. So
that's nice.
Yeah, it was awesome. But however, that did not excuse the fact that I still disrupted the entirety of the dorm, and like ruined everyone's night. All that happened. So I had to have a meeting with the person in charge of the entire dorm and all of the RAs and everything. So like the next day or a couple of days later, I went down and I had a meeting with her, which was stupid because I was like, why the fuck am I meeting the principal right now? Stupid. Anyways, I go down, I sit in her office. And she goes,
trouble.
She goes, you're not in any trouble. Like, we're not going to like call anybody. And then she was like asking, or I don't remember when this was, but basically they were like, if this did happen and you were to get in trouble, who would you like us to call? Your mother or your father? And I was like, my father. But she goes, we're not going to do that. We're not going to take any action. Like, you're not in any trouble because of the Good Samaritan policy. However, we are asking that you attend at like the health center. I had to go to AA meetings. That's long story short. I was required to go to 2 meetings that me and my friends all deemed AA meetings. It was just me with one person, the person I was meeting, just the 2 of us. And I went there. It was like, I went to this first meeting about a week or 2 after that whole event happened. And after that whole event happened, I hadn't had any alcohol in that span of time. So I go to this meeting and they go, well, like, have you had anything else to drink since then? Like, what have you done since then? They're trying to figure out if I have an alcohol problem. And I'm like, no, I haven't. I'm like, I haven't done anything besides schoolwork since then. They go, oh, you're one of those. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? So basically, like, they like get people like that all the time. Like, they drink way too much one time, they get caught, they have to go to this meeting, and they haven't had anything. It's a one-time thing. It's a stupid fluke. But I had to go to these 2 meetings. It was the first one. I had to do a whole online course of like why alcohol can be bad for you if not taken in moderation. And then 2 weeks later, I had to go to another meeting. And over the span of that 2 weeks, I had to record on a little note card every time I drank. Well, it just so happened that for the next 2 weeks, I also didn't drink anything again. So I brought this card back blank. Well, because like, I just didn't do it. Like, there was never a time again. It was freshman year of college. There was just never a time again where I did it.
All the time.
Well, after those 2 weeks were up, I was drinking like crazy again.
Now, Sarah, they might say you have a problem now if you say all the time.
Exactly. They go, we're going to keep an eye on this one who's 19 years old and drinking on a regular basis. I was underage, Sarah. I could not be recording down drinking.
Okay.
Even if I was, and like maybe there was I had a couple of drinks here or there, but like there was never a time where I was getting drunk in those 2 weeks. After those meetings were done, I was getting drunk all over again.
I shouldn't ask Sarah that question. When is a good time to drink? All the time.
All the time.
Anytime,
I will say,
she goes, let me ask you this. When is it not a good time to drink?
So I did then drink on Saturday. I couldn't because I was kind of like nobody's going to the bar, nobody gets to, because sometimes my friends will be like, like we can't go out again because like we went too hard the night before. And I was like, no, you're all coming to my Christmas party. Nobody get too fucked up. It was me who got too fucked up. So I had to rally, and I ended up, I got right back. I had vodka crayons. We made homemade white tea shots, White Claws, Jello shots.
What is a white tea and green tea shot?
Okay, so a green tea shot is Jameson, peach schnapps, and sour mix. But a white tea shot is raspberry vodka, peach schnapps, and sour mix. Now, why I thought they tasted different at home than they did at the bar was because we bought peach brandy instead of peach schnapps, and
God.
that's what we had instead. And then this night, I convinced Nappy to take me to Wendy's again after everybody left the house, because it was at my house. So everybody left. And then I said, Nappy, can we go to Wendy's? And he was like, yeah, sure, why not? And then all of us get in the car, and I get Wendy's for the second night in a row. Man. At like 2:30 in the morning. I was like, thank God.
I want some Wendy's.
Now, side story about my bar tab. Listen to this. I initially told you the 8 shots and my 1 drink.
$45.
What did I say? $45. It hit my credit card, and I got my card back signed, left a nice tip. I tipped $15 because I was just being generous. But so my whole tab, including my tip, $80. How? I bought 3 beers for Jess and 3 other vodka crayons for me. How it was my tab with the tip only $60.
Well,
without the tip, only $60.
Let's keep this $5. Let's keep this $5 thing going here. Where are we at?
But I'm just so confused.
You think that's too high or too low?
You think it should be more?
Too low. It should be way more.
I think it should be way less.
I thought it was so low. And Nappy went to get his card and cash out, and they only charged him for the last drink he purchased, which was a beer for Sarah Kelly. So he only got charged the whole night $7.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't ring in everything else that he was buying.
Was it busy?
Yes.
Yeah. See, sometimes they're grabbing the drinks, going to the next thing. They forget to tap it in on a little screen.
I was like, Nap, that's
I thought for sure you were going to pull out a number that was like 100 something.
Yeah. I mean, that's fully what I was prepared to pay. Wasn't what I paid. Only $80 with the tip. Like,
wow. So cheap.
So I think that concludes.
It came at a risk.
Yeah.
It was more than a risk. It was a loss. You lost that night.
I did lose that night. But, Nappy came in clutch with delivering the Wendy's to my house.
So you had the loss that night, but you had the win with the Wendy's. But then you had the loss going out in public the way you did.
Yeah, looking like a whole ass mop.
And then you won because you had your party and you had fun and you had friends there. And then you won again.
But I lost because it rained.
Well, how much were you really going to do outside anyways?
I mean, everything was going to be outside.
Oh. Well,
okay.
But
so you lost.
It was all fine inside.
So there's a loss, and then win again with Wendy's.
With the Wendy's. Mm-hmm.
So listen, from experience of having outdoor parties, if you're not like, obviously not like Dave and I built that shack on our farm for said parties. However, before that shack was ever built, 90% of those, let's go 80% of those parties ended up inside anyways, because whether or not it's raining, people just don't like to be outside that long.
80% did not end up inside.
I would say they ended up inside most of the time, Dave.
No, I was at all those parties.
And I had decorated the whole backyard with balloons and Christmas signs, and the pong table that I painted was outside, and everything was outside. Like it was like, and I didn't grill. My mom grilled, but like everything was supposed to be outside. And I mean, it worked out. It was inside. It was fine. But there was just more space outside. But
that's fair.
What
was on the grill? Burgers and hot dogs.
Burgers and hot dogs. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Brushes.
Man, bro, I should have showed up.
And
I could have slammed a couple glizzies.
And I made pasta salad with red and green pasta.
Okay, yeah.
Well, and then my mom, wait, I have to show you a picture of the cake my mom made. My mom, an angel who walks this earth, makes homemade from scratch a cake for me every single year. Like representing something that happened to me within that year. And I usually never know what it is. This year, there wasn't really anything we wanted to like celebrate that happened. So we went with the Christmas theme, and it looks like a Grinch. It's a present. And it looked, because every day is a gift.
It's too happy.
I know. This birthday was
Yeah, you need another loss.
Yeah. Right now you had a 50-50, 3 wins, 3 losses. We need to throw like another 2
we
losses.
Need to throw a couple more losses and you'll be back down to normal levels.
My friends all purchased me bottles of tequila for my birthday. I have 5 bottles of tequila.
Yeah, that'll give you a big loss. That's a loss if I've ever heard of one.
No, like Casamigos, and then the bigger one, Patron, and 1800. The huge 1800 bottle.
Yeah, you're gonna die.
At least you're set on tequila. That's a win right there, and a loss.
That is nothing but a loss in my book.
Oh my goodness. I kept opening, and I was like, did none of you speak about what you were getting? Because I'll never need to buy tequila again.
I think they did. I think all they did was speak about what they were just like, hey, what are you getting? Another bottle of beautiful. Let's just all get our bottles of tequila.
Yeah.
Well, that's why it's a win. You know, she's good on tequila for the rest of her life. Hopefully.
Are you kidding me? The rest of her life? That's gonna last the next year.
Yeah, it could.
No, I don't like when I'm drinking, like for like I only do tequila shots, when I'm like out. Or like,
if someone tells me now that you've got 8 bottles of tequila.
I know. I should probably drink it a little bit more than I usually do.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about that, but you probably will drink it a little bit. I don't know if you should, but you will.
Maybe a shot, like, twice a month.
Twice a month.
Twice a month. And I'd still have
a bi-weekly shot.
So much of it.
Yeah. Like you.
So much.
I have a totally different topic to bring up here.
Okay.
We're just gonna move away from your birthday. I'm sure it was fun, but we're done talking.
We're done with it now. Yeah. We'll reconvene for my 24th.
I don't think either of you have been, but Sarah, I don't know enough about your life. I know, Dave, you've never been. Have you ever been to a nude beach?
Nope.
No.
Okay. How do nude beaches work?
Well,
like I know that you're just like,
free balling it,
but like, do you show up?
Based on what I've seen depicted in media, and which is mostly just speaking from the episode of Bob's Burgers with the nude beach.
That does not apply to this at all.
They show up with clothes, and then
you undress fully at a beach.
Yeah.
In front of God and everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm not putting my ass cheeks on my car.
Well, maybe you sit on a towel on the way to the beach.
I mean, I guess, but
I don't think you show up fully clothed either. Like you bring a bathing suit.
Do. Oh, well, yeah.
I mean, like you.
Well, there's a big difference between a bathing suit and fully clothed. Let's just get that. This fully clothed bathing suit is minus this right here.
I mean, I'm sure some people are just like, I wouldn't surprise me if someone's like out and they're like, oh, we're going to the, because it wouldn't happen like that. No one would just be like, oh, I want to go to the beach today. And they roll up to the nude beach and then they just unbuckle and everything. If you're going to the beach, you have a planning. You're planning it. So you at your house, you put on your bathing suit, you show up, and then drop the shorts.
Right, but do you like what's the like? Do you like set up all your shit like the towels, the cooler, the chairs? You get all that and then you undress, or do you like? Dude, the second you step on the sand, clothes are off.
Personal preference. I think that's personal preference because there's also like sections of the beach. Like I don't think.
No, I'm saying a fully nude beach. There's no fucking sections.
A fully nude beach, dude. I mean, first of all, those people are a different kind of breed.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I'm not walking around.
I just want to know. I'm not going anytime soon. I don't ever want to go to a nude beach.
I thought you were going to say you went to one.
Yeah,
no.
Me too. I thought that's where this was going.
No, I just want to know how they work, because it's like, do you bring like a little, I feel like undressing is the weird part there.
Not for those people. Like I said, they're a different kind of breed.
I don't know, because tourists go to nude beaches all the time.
Can you stare?
That's what I'm wondering.
I think that's frowned upon.
I don't know if you want to stare though, because I feel like most
nude
beaches are just a bunch of dudes.
And
waiting for the one girl to show up at the nude beach.
no, there's definitely
waiting for the one attractive girl to show up at the nude beach. It's just dudes and ugly bitches.
there was a show, Buying Naked.
Yeah, I love that show.
And anyways, skip over that. There was like it was just on the one time, and I was like, what is this?
I think it's called Buying Nude, not Buying Naked.
Whatever. So obviously I'm like, what is this?
Yeah.
Why are people walking around with this real estate person who, one, is not nude?
Yeah, she is not a nudist, but they are.
And they go into these nudist communities. That's where they find their homes because they want to be with their people, with their own kind.
Yeah.
And one, they always have stuff that, like, you know,
the framing of each shot is perfect.
Two oranges right here, you know. They got.
This is not a real show.
It is.
It used to be, yeah.
Yeah, it used to be. So like those people they're just like walking around like, why can't you look for your house in clothes?
Here's what. So like, I think those people are going to the beach fully nude.
Yeah, they're just walking from their house.
It only had one season.
Yeah, that's all you need of that show.
Yeah.
Of 10 episodes.
Yeah, each probably an hour long.
And it was Buying Naked.
Buying Naked. There you go, Dave. Good job.
Yeah, see, so if you're in your house and you and your partner are already naked, obviously they look like wealthy resorts, wealthy communities. So you're just walking out your house, walking out to the beach. So those people.
Right. So now I'm talking about the people who are normal, who are just going to a nude beach to say they went to a nude beach.
Mm-hmm.
Are they undressing just out in public for everyone to see? Are they covering up with like, are they bringing like a tent to protect them from the sun, but also undress in the tent and then step out? So they have like a welcoming.
If it were me, I'd show up with a bathing suit on.
Yes.
And probably like a tank.
Okay.
Like no sleeves or something like that.
Yeah. I know what a tank top is. Yeah.
So I'm taking the tank off.
Okay.
Whatever. That's no biggie.
Yeah. The tank coming off easy. I can take a shirt off any day.
When it comes to taking my shorts off, I'm probably like sitting on my towel and just kind of just take them off. And then I'm just chilling there. And I'm like, I guess I'll go in the water now or something. But
yeah, I feel like most time, if you're tanning on a nude beach, chances are your ass is up. So like, everybody's seen an ass.
Yeah.
That's not a big deal. It's when I feel like if you're not tanning, you're then in the water. You're not just standing out fucking on the beach. Just,
I'm sure there are. I'm sure that's what people do.
Maybe. I'm just confused.
And why is this question brought up?
I saw a TikTok.
There it is.
Yeah.
I saw something.
It was hitting me.
I saw a TikTok where someone was like, "Oh, if you go out into the sun, you get more vitamin D. If it's going to your balls or something like that. Like if you're getting like."
Okay.
And so like these people were like, well, let's go test it out. And they were just like, they literally just sat down. They were like,
I feel like it's just a good way to get really bad sunburn.
I don't know. I don't know why.
And comfy for sure.
How would that make any sense? You get more vitamin D if it's going through your nutsack? What?
I feel like not.
Maybe it was your ass. I don't know.
Yeah, your ass really just soaks up the vitamin D.
So
I mean, it's not that big of a difference. They're right next to each other.
Yeah, but actually, no, that would be facing down. They were definitely just like open and doing that.
Yeah, it's very weird.
Yeah, it was weird, and I was confused. But
that's just a question I had. Sarah, what would be your go-to?
First of all, I don't think I would go.
I don't think I would either. I'm just saying, what would be your go-to? Are you taking the tent option? Are you undressing in the water? Maybe that's an option.
I definitely think that I would go in like a bathing suit and like a cover up or like an oversized t-shirt.
Yeah.
And then, like set up all my stuff.
Or maybe maybe you just like ditch the bathing suit, go and just cover ups. Then you're just taking off it.
Oversized t-shirt, and then you're just
it's still just out to the world. Me, dude.
Yeah, it's
That
weird.
is just uncomfortable. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, no, I don't think I'd ever go, but I think that I would take the most discreet option possible.
Because you're not
I'm
making a
definitely
scene
not
on.
No, and
Yeah.
I'm also definitely not just like walking up, nothing on.
Yeah.
No way,
Yeah.
absolutely not.
You got to wear like minimal clothing, but also enough clothing at the same time to like make it subtle, but also like, hey, I'm getting nude with you guys, just so you're all aware. I'm not going to be the only clothed motherfucker on this beach.
And the big t-shirts also move if you're just like, okay, I've had enough of this, and then you just like right back on instead of like trying to get the bathing suit back on.
Yeah, I feel like if I were to ever do that, the only way I would ever step foot on a nude beach being nude and somewhat feel comfortable is if I just ran through there. If I was just like, all right, take my stuff off and I'll run through there and I'm out. I'm not, nobody gets a chance.
I don't know if I could run anywhere
so much attention.
Well, it's just like, that's the only, that's like, I wouldn't want to just be sitting there.
I feel like I'd be okay if I spent most of my time in the water.
I wouldn't want to do that either, dude.
Because then nobody knows.
Salt, sand. No.
Yeah, I don't know if I could.
No, thanks.
I don't know. I don't know, one, where most of the nude beaches are in the world. I think they're in Australia. Two, I don't know how they work. Because maybe there's a rule. Like there are rules in place at the beaches.
I'm sure they have their own set of rules. Don't. I
mean, every beach has rules, but
don't kick sand into someone else's private parts.
There's one on Sandy Hook in New Jersey.
Oh shit!
There's two in New Jersey.
Jesus Christ! Well, that's.
But
New
I will
Jersey's
say
a bunch of weirdos. So
when I did type it in, I literally just typed in nude beach to Google. The first like 5 that came up were Australia.
Australians, man, you know. It's also so fucking hot there. Like any clothing you can take off, get rid of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so Sarah, for the next episode, we're gonna need you to visit a nude beach and let us know the rules.
Okay.
And how things work there.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'll put it on my calendar. Sounds good.
Also, the only way I would do that is also if I'm probably hammered.
I feel like that's just a common occurrence. I mean, at any beach, people are drinking, but like, to be okay with seeing a bunch of other naked people and also being naked.
For a normal person, you got to be drunk. For those people,
drunk.
Yeah. They're not
nudist.
Normal.
You got to have a certain level of confidence in yourself, and you just have to be okay with seeing everybody, because you're gonna see some shit, all sorts of shit going on everywhere.
Oh yeah, size, shape, and everything.
Yeah,
there's no hiding.
There's no
hiding.
Yeah.
Thanks for the question, Joe.
Something to think about. If anybody's ever been to a nude beach, please comment on this and let us know.
Let us know the rules, so I will.
Yeah, if there's nude beach rules,
can confirm my.
It's like
no on ever.
Is there like a limit on how long your dick can be swinging in the wind? Is there a limit on how low your boobs can sag? I want to know these things. I don't want to see fucking 90-year-old Gam walking out here, tits dragging along the sand.
Okay, these are the 7 most common rules for first timers at a nude beach. It's like etiquette.
Oh, there's etiquette when you're naked, of course.
The first one is familiarize yourself with local rules. So I guess rules differ from nude beach to beach
to beach. Yeah.
Don't stare.
There you go. I feel like, how can you not though?
Yeah.
It's like looking at a bad car accident. You can't look away.
Leave your camera at home.
Oh, yeah. And you're not bringing a camera to a nude beach.
Carry a towel everywhere you go.
Okay.
Yeah, because if you want to go into the bar that's there, you don't want to be just butt ass.
Yeah, you don't have a nude bar. Nude bars are not an option.
Yeah.
Apply sunscreen liberally to all exposed skin areas.
Smart.
Yes.
Keep your distance from others.
Spacing is smart. Yeah.
And quote, don't try any hanky-panky.
Who's trying that?
Dude.
At
you
a
got
nude beach.
people nude on a beach. You got people who try that shit fully clothed.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a given. Someone's out there
doing the hanky panky.
trying to do the hanky panky.
Don't peer. This one says don't peer
I
pressure.
knew you were going to say that, Dave. What'd you say, Sarah?
It says don't peer pressure the clothes.
If you're going to a nude beach clothed, get out. Go to a regular beach.
Yeah.
Stop trying to be the weirdo looking at all the naked people while you got clothes on.
Okay, so now we know this etiquette.
Basic etiquette.
Those are the. Oh my God! This just says advanced nudism. Be careful when feeding wildlife.
God, that's another thing. What if you just get attacked by seagulls while on a nude beach?
Nightmare. That is my worst nightmare.
Being nude and attacked by seagulls, or just being attacked by seagulls?
Both, I think. That's wild.
God.
So if you were in a Walmart parking lot or Target and there was like 15 seagulls on the ground,
my skin hurts.
Okay. My skin hurts.
Well, that's all the sand from the nude beach. So, you're really gonna have sand in places you've never wanted sand before,
or think that you could have sand before.
Yeah. A lot of abrasion happening in all sorts of places. God.
Anyways,
that's all I got this week. That's all I had.
I'll add my little tidbit of why I was late. I was trying to get my new truck, but
so you don't have it yet.
No, tomorrow.
No.
Okay, so next week we'll be talking to you with a brand new vehicle.
Yeah, I should, because today I went there and I drove. I had the mechanic look at it and everything. And then, dude, first of all, this experience, I wanted to say so much to like one. I found some stuff like where I was like, okay, so why is this price this and blah blah blah. But I literally just was frozen. I was like, I couldn't. I was.
You wanted to haggle? You're saying?
I wanted to haggle a little bit, but like the dude, my negotiator had already haggled, and the haggle was like, I got like $250 off, $250.
That's it?
Off because of I was referred to him. And so like he works with him a lot. So he gave me the referral. And so he was like, oh, we'll give you $250. I'm like, okay, so that's where that came from. So in my head, I saw some of these prices and it was just, you need to know a lot of information if you're going to haggle. And I was overloaded with information because one, I think I found some of these cars and it was like a lower price, but it wasn't all the same trim, or it was the same trim, but it had more miles. So my car obviously would have been more expensive. So I had nothing to be like, oh, I'm coming to play, dude. Okay. So I thought I did, but then with this one car, but then he found this car with like 5,000 less miles on it. And somehow it was $5 cheaper than the one I was looking at with 5,000 more miles.
$5 equals 5,000 miles. Something doesn't add up there.
No, but like that's what it was. The thing that I was looking at, there must have just been something else on that car that I was originally looking at.
Yeah.
That made it $5 more, which even though it had 5,000 more miles on it, I don't understand that. But I feel like
if I were to haggle, I would just be like, I'm not paying that money.
Yeah.
Let's bring that down.
I was like, no matter what, I'm paying a chunk, dude, and I want to throw up.
Are you getting a loan? How does this work?
Hey, yeah, that's another thing. I had no idea how this worked. Okay. I was like,
so you were going through the whole car buying process without figuring out how you were going to pay for the car?
Dude, in my head, it was just like, listen, I want to buy a car. I'll give you some money. And then I'll just
give me the car.
And then I'll just pay monthly to whoever. But there
like
was
buying a phone.
There was one. Yeah, buying a phone is so much easier.
It's a lot less complicated.
Dude, I was like going in there. I was like, okay, I know this, blah, blah, blah. So when I sat down, he was like, yeah, you could possibly have it on the road today. And I was like, okay. Now I'm excited.
You with $200 in your back pocket. You're like, sure, here's $200.
Now I'm excited. So I know what I want to put down on this car because I already discussed that.
Okay.
But one, in the middle of him saying that, I was like, well, fuck. I don't have my bank information in my head. It's all at home. And then he was like, well, run a credit score. Ran that. Then he was checking what kind of rate I could get. I don't know, like 740.
Nice.
So
here's Sarah.
I don't have any credit like activity. So like
Sarah does.
What's yours, Sarah?
670.
Still not bad.
Yeah, I don't think it's bad.
Mine's like 730.
And that's with 3 credit cards.
Oh, that's okay. That's pretty decent.
I literally don't use my credit card unless it's gas. Because I don't fucking.
Sarah crushes the credit card.
Dude, fucking.
But side story, the logic of why I do that is I crush the credit card and I know I have all of that money in my checking account. So I'll use the credit card and then I'll pay it off like right away. So then it builds my credit.
That's literally what I do. I mean, I would never buy something if I didn't have the money.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, some people, I mean, I'm sure
that's how you get bad credit scores.
Well, no, because like that's how people will like, they need a loan. So they got to do that to buy a new car. I'm like, well, I don't feel comfortable buying something if I don't actually have the money. Just because I'd rather give you, listen, I had cash. Just fucking take it, bro. Okay. But either way, so he's like, oh, want to check the rate we can get for you. He was like, this is the best case scenario. This is the worst case scenario. It was like 5.9 and 9.9. But if you get a cosign, then it'll bring it lower because you don't have any credit activity really. So it came up to like 6.8 was the best they could get. And I was like, Dad, get on this shit. Okay.
6.8 what?
APR rate.
Okay.
Interest rate or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Or whatever. I don't know. So then there was this, and I was like, oh, well, we can go check out this bank. They were going to go through their bank. And I was like, I don't know what's going on. Who are you talking to that I don't, I'm like, I'm missing something. And I was just sitting there. I'm like, God, dude, I got to fucking, oh man.
I got a podcast to record.
Dude, I was like, I got to be out by like 3:15, 3:30. And the thing was, so they're giving me $1,500 for my car. This car.
Who's they? The dealership?
The dealership.
Okay.
This car doesn't run for more than 15 minutes without it dying. They based their appraisal on pictures and my statement, which
what was your statement?
It's poor. You know how they like, is it excellent? Is it fair? I was like, it's poor. And I sent them all the pictures. They had all the dents that they saw. They had the scrape on the side. Thank you, Joe. So they had all that. They had the inside, saw the inside of the car. I'm like, dude, there's no way.
You're still giving me $1,500 for that thing?
Yeah. So
I'm pissed.
My car's worth $200.
My car, $400 they gave me when I traded my car in.
When?
2 years ago.
Yeah.
And my car still worked.
So he was like, in a market 2 years ago, your car probably be worth $500. Okay. But now, because used
my
cars
car still ran.
But used cars now, they're jacking up the price for those, but there's not much wiggle room on buying a car. So they give you more for your used car when you're trading it in and stuff. And I was like, oh, okay. But either way, so there was that. And this is how we did it. I was like, from my house to the dealership is about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. I was like, there's no way I'm making it. So we put the car on a trailer. My dad towed me 5 minutes from the place.
You drove it up?
We a little bait and switch here. He dropped me off. I drove it, parked it, had it touched. I left it there now. I just left it. I wasn't even going to take it home. They were like, oh, you're not getting the car? I was like, I can't get the car today. I got to go, blah, blah, blah. And we were like, I'm just going to fucking leave the car here. So I was just sitting in the parking
lot. Nice.
And I was like,
they'll never know.
Never know.
They can't take the money back once they give it to you.
They already put it on the thing of what the price is and everything. So
there you go. Sold.
So I guess, and I was telling the guy at work, he was like, it's not going to change if it doesn't, like, if when they look at it. And I'm like, but why? Shouldn't it? Shouldn't they realize that they're about to get a fucking piece of crap?
Well, when they get a used car, they do all the work on it. They do all the maintenance and everything. Yeah. They make it resellable if possible.
Dude, and the other day, the exhaust snaps. So now there's just a piece of tin under there.
Yep.
I'm like, so you're whatever. So right there, also in my back of my head, I'm like, they're giving me $1,500 and they're about to get a piece of shit car. I guess I'll keep the sticker price. Whatever. Mine is $250. But then I was also looking at Kelley Blue Book. When they put that on their website, it was like X amount of price. I'll tell you the price of my car.
Okay.
X amount of money. And then when I looked it up and put all the stuff in myself, it was like $700 cheaper. Not that it's a big gap, but what they did was with their X amount, they took off. They're like, oh, where's her discount? Minus $500 something. Okay. So then that's what the sticker price was that they put on their car. And I'm like, okay, but the price I looked up is cheaper than your sticker price.
So I want that price.
So you should take your $500 off of that price. But I didn't say that because I was frozen.
You should have said, say it tomorrow or whenever you.
Like, no, because it's all written. It's all up. It's all printed out.
Paper can be changed.
It can be, but I'm just like.
Edits can be made. You have not paid the money yet. You do not have the vehicle in your possession. Go in tomorrow and be like, listen, here's what Kelley Blue Book says. I want $700 off.
I could go in there, dude. I had such a plan. I was like, I can't go in there too aggressive.
No,
but I got to be firm with my shit.
But now you have to be aggressive because now you're running out of time.
At work, I was literally looking up negotiation tactics.
Yeah, never talk first.
Never really, talk Dave. First.
Whatever. But now you have to talk first because now they've done all the talking and you're fucking shit out of luck.
And I was like, well, now I'm thinking in my head, I'll be like, okay, you gave me this price. When I got home, I was looking at stuff. I see that on Kelley Blue Book, it's saying this. So now I can kind of be like, okay, well, you gave me your receipt of what it was going to be, but I did some more research. I think you should drop the price to give it to me for $1, you fucking piece of shit.
I say, give them enough price tomorrow. If they go, sorry, we can't do that. Say, can you meet me somewhere else? Can you drop it a little bit lower for me? And they'll give you something.
I just don't, dude, it was already, oh my God. I was like, this is such a hassle. And I'm like, he was like, yeah. When I said, we'll come back tomorrow, I was like, he's like, so we'll just get that set up. We'll get your down payment and you'll be good to rock and roll. And so it just seems like it's going to be so quick. And then I'm going to come in there. I mean, if he just says no, then I'll be like, all right, whatever. Because I'm already planning on taking it. So I guess if they just
says no, say something else.
Yeah.
What do you mean? What else am I going to say?
If he says, I'm sorry, we can't do that for you, say, can you give me anything else? Can you help me out anymore? Ask for fucking an extra spare tire. I ask for anything.
Well, that's what the mechanic, they were like, see if you can get some free oil changes.
Yeah. Anything. Say if you can get if your first, I don't know, like they probably have a warranty of like all the shit's free for the first couple of years anyways. But like, see if you can get some shit for free. If they can't drop the price anymore, be like, okay, can you give me this for free? Can you give me that for free? Can you include this with the vehicle?
So let me tell you, if you go do this yourself, you're not going to say that.
I'll say that shit.
No. Because you don't.
Call me tomorrow, Dave. Put me on the phone with him tomorrow. I'll be like, listen, get this bitch some things.
Yeah, it's also easy over the phone too. This is like what we talked about, Sarah, if you remember, because you listened to the podcasts 3 weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. You know how if somebody brings you ice in your fucking root beer, you're like, or you want ketchup, you're like, and then you just leave it. Because you're going to
negotiate with a car.
Yeah, because this is money being spent.
It's easy, dude. I had this all planned out in my head, and I got there, and I was like, yeah, okay.
Sure.
Listen, I'm not saying I'd be aggressive, but I'd definitely be like, listen.
Just because the only reason I'm thinking that is because the guy who negotiated already, he already did this, but the only
your negotiator sucks ass.
Well, literally, it just seems like I'm missing a step. And I wish what would have happened is we had like a 3-way call. And I've been like, listen, let me hear what you're saying to him. And blah, blah, blah. Because, yeah, it seems like he did nothing. The only reason I got the 250 is because what? Because you also work with him. That's the only reason. Because his financial advisor is my financial advisor. That's the only reason. That's the only reason.
So Dave, fucking go in there and say, "Can you give me any more money off of this card?" They go, "No." Say, "Can you give me anything?" Like what comes with your car? Like you got a spare tire. It comes with it, right? The truck has a spare.
Probably.
Okay. Fucking check that shit. If it doesn't, say I want a lot of money off.
Yeah. And it's a 2019. I mean, it's
should have a spare. And what's up, Sarah?
What car did you go with?
It's a Chevy Colorado,
Okay.
4-wheel drive, Z71. Got the Cadillac of Chevy. It's got white. It's got some. This thing's fancy.
It's white?
No, it's not white. Did I say that?
You said it's got white. All I heard was it's white.
Oh no, it's got, and then I kind of stuttered and was like, it's got some fancy shit. It's got a
Is
wireless.
it this one?
No, we just said it's not white.
Dude, that's
No,
first of all. But first of all, that's a full-size truck. It's Chevy Colorado.
You said Cadillac and I typed it in.
I said I got the Cadillac of Chevy. Okay, type in Chevy Colorado
okay.
Z71 crew cab. Black, if you want to know the color.
Thank you.
I could just share my screen. And just look.
I found it. Ta-da.
Yes, there you go. That's her.
There you go. So
basically,
here's what you got to ask for, Dave, right? Does it have a backup camera?
Yeah, it's got backup camera, got backup sensors, heated steering wheel, heated seats.
Okay.
Wireless phone charging, but my phone doesn't fit because I got a fucking XX Max.
Okay.
It's got the tailgate easy lay down so it doesn't slam.
Okay.
It's got the bed liner.
Mm-hmm.
Does not have a tonneau cover.
Ask for that.
I did, and he said, my negotiator was like, make sure you get the 10 to 15% off. And then he told me, he was like, yeah, so we get those for like $600. You could literally go online and get it for $300 and put it in yourself. So it's cheaper. And I was like,
here's what I'm thinking. Ask for the money off the truck. If they say no, say, I want that included for no additional cost.
You
should. And if he says no, say, I'm taking the van, I'm leaving.
I should.
But leave the van there.
I hate being a nuisance.
Because they need to sell this car to you, Dave. They don't need to.
It's literally only been on their lot for like a month. They don't need to sell it at all.
This guy wants his commission. Don't let him get it.
Well,
go Karen on his ass. Call Sarah. Sarah will fucking negotiate.
Yeah, I'm pretty. Yeah.
Sarah one time when we were at a fucking McDonald's, I don't even know if it was McDonald's, called the fucking, I think it was Arby's. No, where the fuck were we? Was it McDonald's?
It was Wendy's.
Wendy's. We were at a fucking Wendy's one time. Some shit went wrong ever so slightly. It was not a big deal at all. She called the owner of the store.
No, you're telling the story completely wrong.
Somebody was rude.
No.
Let me tell the fucking story.
That's not how it went.
Let's hear Joey's story and then let's hear your story.
So something happened, all right? Let's say I don't know the logistics of what happened. From what I gathered, it wasn't a big deal. But of course, people may think otherwise. Sarah was like, I'm not okay with this. I'm going to call somebody. So she looks at the receipt, sees complaints or concerns, call this number. So she calls and it's the owner of the fucking store. Now keep in mind, it's fucking like 11 o'clock at night. We're at this fucking Wendy's.
True.
And so she calls the owner and she explains what happens. And the owner's like, I am so sorry, blah, 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 blah. Here's my name. Next meal is on me. Just say my name and they'll help you out. And so super, super great. But like Sarah fucking went off. Was like, I'm not happy with the service right now. So
what happened?
We were all working and we all decided to go to Wendy's after work, which is always a mob scene. Always. With cast members. Because
so you got to feel for the employees of this Wendy's.
Yes. And I will also preface this story that every other single time that we have gone there, I had been nothing but patient and kind and courteous to all of these people.
This is what impatient people say. I've been nothing but patient.
This was the day, Joe, if you remember, I got screamed at East Ropes by a psychotic guest for no reason.
So you're going to take your anger out on an employee,
so
on a poor employee of Wendy's.
But let me tell you what happened. They forgot about mine, Robin's, and Shannon's order. We all ordered. Every other single person in that restaurant got their food, and we were like, hello, like we were the last people that they served before they closed. And I told the cashier at the front, I said, listen, like we waited a really long time. I don't want to take it out on you guys, but is there anybody that I could like say something to? And they circled the phone number on the bottom of the receipt and said, you can call here if you have anything to say. So I didn't yell at anybody.
She took her concerns out on the owner of the store.
Which I thought was corporate.
She was like, I actually own this. This one's mine. And you're like,
I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. But
see, now the time that I didn't get my food at a restaurant, I didn't say jack shit.
Say anything.
Listen, if I'm not getting my food, I'm like, yo, what's up?
Right, Dave. So imagine this car is you not getting your food. Say something about it. They're asking you to pay and you're not getting food for it. So say you want some fucking dinner included. I don't fucking know. Be like, I want a steak dinner served with my truck.
Yeah, give me a steak dinner. I'll fucking take that.
God.
What?
The thunder is ridiculous, and it just started pouring out of nowhere.
Thunder is crushing right now. Why does everything crush?
I said ridiculous.
I know, but I could just see you saying the thunder is crushing.
Right now.
Okay, anyways. Well, so then you'll hear back next week on what happens.
Yeah, we need a fucking real update next week.
Right now, their price is here. I'm gonna get the price here.
Yeah,
no, we're gonna get it down a little bit.
We're
gonna try it,
or at least get something included, for the love of God.
Yeah, I'm glad I had this extra day. Okay, yeah, let's share screen.
Go ahead.
Ay.
Holy cow!
Are you getting hit with the hurricane?
Henry,
sure.
Whatever they're calling it.
You say Henry?
I don't know. No, that's what they'd been calling it on the news. I swear to God.
I think you're high.
I'm not. Oh my God. I mean, I've been getting all of our like flash flood warnings, but this seems to be like completely out of nowhere.
This seems like more than a flash flood.
I also don't live in a flood zone, so.
So I think you're fine.
Yeah, and I live on the second floor, so.
All right.
Just looking at my shit.
What's that second one there?
Nyctophobia is the fear of nyctophobia is the fear of what? I don't know.
I feel like I know this.
NyQuil?
No. Nyctophobia. Squids. I don't know. Fucking click it. Darkness. I fucking said what I was thinking.
Sure.
Okay.
So I was gonna say night. I go, that's dumb.
Joe, pick a number.
6. No, 7.
What year did the Out Here or
I don't know what the fuck that says.
Out Here Brothers released the song Boom Boom Boom? Boom 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 boom. That's not the song.
Not the right song.
Okay, so we just gotta pick a year. I like
exactly. That's why I'm happy that I picked this one.
Yeah, I swear I always lose my fucking piece of paper. Boom, 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 boom.
The Out Here Brothers.
Yeah, or Out There. Maybe it's Out There.
The Out There Brothers.
The Alder brothers.
Okay,
I'm gonna say.
all right, I'm locked in.
I have my answer.
As do I. Joe?
I said 1985.
Ooh. I said 1982.
1972.
Okay.
So we're all going to 19s. Hundreds.
If it's anything above 85, I win.
1995. God damn it.
Let's go.
Damn it. I want a free meal.
Sarah, at the rate you're on this podcast, we're going to have to start.
I know,
including
include me.
Yeah. So Dave, you are currently at 2, 4, 6, 7. I'm currently at 2, 4, 6, 7.
Yeah, I know. Is this the last week? Next week?
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, next week's the last week, so it's really anybody's game this time.
It is.
Holy shit.
I have to get it right. I want to eat Wendy's. I'm going to get Wendy's too, because it's on my mind. And I'm going to make sure I write it down so I remember, because I'm going to win.
Okay.
Um,
Sarah, where can people find you?
On my Instagram, SARAAA BAYLES.
No, 3 A's.
Yeah, I thought I only said 2.
No, you said A.
Oh yeah, so it's only 3. And I have yet to. I am gonna start an Instagram for my disposables because it's just the easiest way for all my friends to get them. So I think I'm gonna name it. I had a couple of names that I thought of, but they don't exist yet, so you can't find me there. But because all my friends always ask me when they're gonna get the pictures, and I'm like, I'll get them in a week. So I was thinking of naming it "You'll See It in a Week," because they have to get developed.
Clever.
So, all my birthday pictures will be up there.
Disposables.
Yeah, but that's so basic.
it sounds like garbage.
Disposable.
Yeah, it just sounds like garbage. It should be like, you'll think of something.
Yeah, but all my birthday pictures will be posted there. So maybe next week I can take you guys through a slideshow of
Oh God, love a good slideshow. Also, I have put together the list of every guest we've ever had on since we started doing it on YouTube, including our previous hosts of Nick, Tyler, and Ben. We have 19 people to try and get on the 100th episode.
Yeah.
And Sarah, that includes you, of course.
That includes me.
Which brings us to just shy of, it's about an hour and a half long if we give everybody 5 minutes. And Sarah, obviously you take up the last chunk of time, so like we'd probably have about a 2-hour episode.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what happens, but 7 weeks left. I gotta start texting people.
Yeah. Put it in their calendars.
Sarah, eat of the week.
Eat of the week. Honestly, I'm gonna have to go with the avocado tzatziki dip from Trader Joe's. I just recently went back to Trader. Oh my God, that poor man is running in the pouring rain. I am a Trader Joe's hoe for sure. Love to
Trader
do my grocery shopping.
I want to go to Trader Joe's.
Love to do my grocery shopping there, and my mom and I found this dip, and it crushes.
It crushes.
So that is definitely my eat of the week for sure.
That's good. Dave.
Underscore David Sharkey _ eat of the week. What did I have? I think, we're gonna go with the nice. I haven't said this yet, and I eat it a lot. Frozen DiGiorno pizza.
Love DiGiorno.
That and it's not the best. It's like Little Caesars.
It's way better than Little Caesars.
Well, look, I like the crust better than Little Caesars, but I like Little Caesars front half better than the frozen pizza. Right. But it's like that way, and it's like, it's good, but it's like
It's not your favorite pizza, but it's good pizza.
Yeah. It's like, I could take it. I'll put some hot sauce on it and I'll be good.
Yeah.
So yeah, cheese and pepperoni DiGiorno frozen pizza
crushes.
Crushes.
You can follow me on my photography Instagram at Sharky.
Oh yeah. Oh, I already said that in my. Sorry, I took it off.
At Sharky_photography. You can follow me on my regular Instagram at Secret Agent Sharky, and my YouTube channel is Joe Sharky. My eat of the week is, what did I have to eat this week? Food. I feel like I didn't have a lot of food this week.
Backtrack.
What's up?
Okay, so me and Dad and I, we took a bike ride to Batavia because I wanted to get used to the throughway on the motorcycle.
Right.
So we stopped to get food at Tully's.
Okay.
I got a chicken sandwich, a breaded chicken sandwich.
I'm sorry, are you saying sandwich or sandwich?
I think I say sandwich like with an M.
Sandwich. Okay.
But it's just because it's a sandwich, sandwich. Yeah. I definitely do say sandwich. I don't know. Either way, it just comes out how it comes out.
Sandwich.
But this hunk of chicken was like the size of it was like the size of my two fists. Or my
That's
hand
a fist and a hand.
It was like the size
of my two fists.
Actually, it was probably the size of my fist.
That's a big chunk of chicken.
On this roll. And I was like, this thing's massive. So yeah, I changed my eat of the week to that.
To your fist-sized chicken sandwich.
Yeah, my fist size. Yeah, fist. Anyways.
I'm changing mine to the cake my mom made.
Oh my fucking god! Well, I'll tell you what. I'm settling on one. It's the Chinese food I had the other day. I had 2 egg rolls. Sorry, I had 1 egg roll because my other egg roll is in the fucking fridge still. I had 2 fortune cookies, and I had sweet and sour chicken and pork fried rice. You know what I love? Not every Chinese place does this, but when they put scrambled eggs in the rice, fucking so good. I don't know why it's
so good. They usually do it at hibachi places, not a lot of like traditional. That's when they just like
yeah.
Speaking of Chinese food,
I wish I could say my Chinese food was my sushi was my eat of the week, but can't say that.
Yeah, you didn't even get to digest it. So
speaking of the Chinese food, I had that before night of drinking the one time. I felt it all come up.
Yeah,
literally could feel it. It was spitting chunks out. Like
the only thing that's safe to eat before drinking is like chicken tenders, burgers,
pizza during crushes, dude.
Pizza right after
crushes.
What's your before we go to like drunk food?
Wendy's.
Calzone.
Easy.
Pizza.
Wendy's.
Calzone.
Mom's homemade pizza.
Calzone from oh my god, I forgot the name of the place. From Wanzone's Calzones in Oswego, New York.
Or Domino's cheesy bread.
Ew.
To the face all the time in college.
To the face. Yes. Slap yourself with some cheesy bread.
But usually French fries for sure.
All right, there we go.
All right, Sarah, thank you again for joining us. We'll maybe next week again. Listen, you let us know. That. We'll just.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. For those of you that are subscribed, that's 32. We appreciate you. For everybody else in the world that isn't subscribed, eat my ass.
Oh my God.
And then subscribe. Or subscribe and don't eat my ass. Either one's fine. I think that's all I got. Oh yeah, subscribe. Oh, follow us on Twitter at CSGPod, CSGPOD. Subscribe to the YouTube channel at The Shuffle Podcast. And anywhere you listen to your podcast, Spotify, Apple Podcast, anywhere else, all The Shuffle Podcast. Like I said, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. We'll talk at you next week. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.